Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I am here with my Tag Tuesday video. So this is a collab that's hosted by the lovely Shirley over at Handmade by Shirley, and each week she sets us a prompt and invites us to make a tag if we would like. So this week's prompt is metallic textures, and while I was thinking of what to do for that, I thought I'm going to make this video for Save Me From The Bin as well. So this is another challenge hosted by another lovely crafter, this time Sabine over at Cross Keys Crafts. And she asks us to make something with something that we would have stuck in the bin. So, the thing I have saved from the bin is an empty can of Diet Pepsi. I love Diet Pepsi. I have an addiction. And I have made a tag with it. So I'll just give you a wee sneak peek. If you want to see what it looks like, how I made it, then please keep watching and I will explain everything. In the meantime, you can check out the description box below for Sabine and Shirley's channel. They're both really lovely crafters and so talented. You will not regret checking them out if you haven't already. I always come up with something, some kind of idea or something I want to go and look at in a crafty shop after I've watched them. They are very inspiring ladies. So yeah, with no further ado, I'm going to turn you down so you can look at what's on my desk and let's make this tag. Okay, so I have, as you have seen, cut my Pepsi can into one long strip and then I've just cut it in half because I want to try it in a couple of different embossing folders. These are sort of metal kind of design. So this one's like kind of metal plates. So this one's kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's like that sort of non-slippy kind of texture. So I'm going to try and do both and I think let's stick it in like, yeah, I want it like this. I want the raised bit on there. I'm just gonna take that shut because it wants to spring open a bit with that, and that's the raised side, so I'm gonna pop that in like so. So I will pause you and go and run this through my Big Shot. Okay, so now that has been gone through my Big Shot, I just used the basic, well, I took out the cutting adapter A and I added in this one, adapter B. I've got the Big Shot Plus, and so let's see. Hopefully we've got some nice embossed, yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool, and it's also flattened it a wee bit, which is nice. And then I've got this one as well. Now, what I wondered about was if I could add some alcohol inks. So I'm going to set up for that and let's have a wee experiment. Okay, so I've got this craft mat that I have used previously with alcohol inks and I didn't clean it quickly enough. I probably could get it off if I used alcohol to clean it, but I just keep it as my kind of messy alcohol ink craft mat. And I've got a big puffer thing and a little one, which is, see, I got impatient, stuck it in there. What else? I've got some little pipette things. I've got some blending solution. So let's just have a wee play about. This is citrus. Splodge some of that. And then maybe a bit of, what's this one? This is a pearl. It's maybe not. That's a pearl. What's that? Amethyst? No. Rainforest green. So this one is the jacquard. Ooh. Different make, and a bit of yellow. I'm not sure if I've used. I have embossed a can before. I think I've made like a twinchy a long time ago. Okay, it's a wee bit dark with that rainforest. Okay, should I add a bit of a pearl one? This is Sublime. Again, this is a Ranger. I don't think I've done much with the pearl ones. Ooh. I like that though. Sorry. Oh, that kind of brightened it up, didn't it? Ah, now, what else have I got? Is that the only colours I'm going to do? Is it Sunbright? I don't... Is it okay? Should I leave it like that? A little bit of blue, maybe. That's pearl. I have just a normal blue. This one's just a normal blue. Sailboat blue, maybe. Those sort of gaps. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of obliterated that yellow. But that's okay. Maybe just a little bit of that to blend. So yeah, I should have opened my window. It's a bit strong smelling in here. Hang on a moment. Hope it doesn't blow open because it is a wild day today. I'm filming this on Saturday and it is, to use a Scottish phrase, blowing a hoolie. So yeah, I think I'm going to let that dry. Oh, nicey fingers. Do I have a bit of tissue or something? Yes, here we go. Let me put it on here. Now I might leave this one, although it's got a wee bit of alcohol ink on it now. Maybe I'll do a different kind of colour, something much paler. Let's see. This is a... So something go in with this. And then a little bit of blue. Oh, too much, baby, too much. Oh, that's kind of lovely though, isn't it? I'm not really... I am not hating it. Yeah, there we go. So that's a bit of a lighter option. This is another blue. Let's see. Okay. I kind of like that too. Right, can I... Let me put this on here as well. And then, so that's the two pieces that I have run through the embossing machine and used some alcohol inks on it. So, oh dear, Angus has come in. He's probably going to be high as a kite on these fumes. Sorry, Gussie. Right, so let me let those dry, get all this put away, and then think, what am I going to put onto my tag for Tag Tuesday. Okay, back in a second. Okay, so it is pretty much dry. So I've got my tag base. What I'm thinking is I'm going to kind of cut into these pieces and do a sort of jigsaw kind of these two different textures and colours all over it, and then I'll think of something to go on the top. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Excuse the cat whinging in the background. He thinks it's time for his mid-morning 11s, because we have spoilt cats who get 11s, but it's not. It's only 20 past 10. Oh, does anybody else get bossed about by their cat? I think what I'm going to use is... Oh, I shouldn't do this. I've got a roll of stuff. Let's do the roll. Let me just peel that off. I've got this. A roll of adhesive. Yeah. Okay. So, let me line it up. Okay. Okay. Then I might just stick this spare bit onto there. So yeah, how are you all doing? I am filming this on Saturday morning. And it has been a busy old week. Hopefully by the time this goes up, you've seen another video in between. But at the moment, I've not had anything go up since since last Tuesday, I think. I've just been busy. My husband has now finished at his job and he's self-employed, so he's been catching up on all his client stuff that he didn't get a chance to do because he was finishing up in the office. But he's been around, which has been lovely to have his company. But I would say it definitely has given me a bit less time for crafting. That's fine. We will fall into a pattern, I think. We've been having our little morning walks, which has been good. We're quite lucky where we live. We're a sort of village, or quite a big village, but we've got fields and countryside just right on our doorstep. So we can walk basically about 5 minutes up the hill, and then there's horses and fields, and it's lovely. So yes, we've started doing that. We've been lucky with the weather in the morning. The sun has been shining. So yeah, and because he's now finished, we hadn't been very sociable for a little while because he was busy finishing up with work. So we've had time to meet up with friends and things, which has been lovely as well. Right, I'm going to peel this off and then I'm going to start cutting and placing the bits on. So yeah, we were out last night for dinner with a friend we hadn't seen for ages. That was lovely. We went to a place, what was it called? Badger & Co. It was like Wind in the Willows kind of themed. So like I had a cocktail that was called Badgers Can't Swim, and they had quite a lot of pictures with like a squirrel in a dress or something. You know, it was really quirky. I thought it was lovely. So we sat and had some lovely food and some wine and some cocktails and all that good stuff. It was really lovely. Oh no, I'm stuck on it. Yeah, it was really nice. And the night before, we had also gone out for dinner because we had so my husband's ex-colleagues, some of them were coming into town for so some of them had finished in the end of the year, so we hadn't seen a couple of them for a little while, so it was really nice. And we went to a fish restaurant that night, which was delicious. Yeah, so, and tonight, what are we doing? We are going out for dinner. So, I'm going to be knackered. And I was going to say we're not going to go out on Sunday, but actually we're seeing my mum, so we'll probably take her out for our lunch. So, it'll be back to old clothes and porridge on Monday. I might actually have to cook something. Yeah. So yeah, what are you up to? By the time this goes up, you've had your weekend, so I hope you've had a lovely weekend, whatever you were doing. But yeah, it's so nice to just catch up with friends, and we went for dinner, and then our friend last night, she headed off to go home, and we were going to call an Uber to get back. And so my husband said, I'll go for one last cocktail. I was like, okay. We went into this place. I haven't been to it for years right enough. Oh my goodness, we increased the average age by our very presence. It's like every now and again you think, oh yeah, I'm not 30 something anymore, or even 40 something anymore. But yeah, it was really nice. I had to nip to the loo while I was there, and the ladies' toilets in the cocktail place, they were like all different. Each of the cubicles was painted a different colour of the rainbow. So I went to the purple one, and on the wall it had, I'll insert a little clip, something about, I want see you laughing in the purple rain. It was like a little Prince themed toilet cubicle, that was nice. So there we go, that is it kind of all covered. I was worried it might be a bit sharp, but I don't think it is. I'm not going to run my fingers up and down the edge, but that's that. Now, I should have probably made a hole for my... But I don't know if this is going to work through that. If it doesn't, I will just... Oh, no bother. Okay. That was easy. So yeah, so I've got my hole now. I should get a wee eyelet for that. Something. Do I go with the... Maybe the yellow would stand out quite nicely, or I think the green. Green. Or this is a sort of turquoisey blue. Yeah, that one. Okay. Oh, Oz! Are you desperate, darling? He's only got a bowl full of food down the stairs. It's a terrible situation. He really needs a dreamy. So I'm going to pause you and go and give him his dreamies. Okay. Okay, so I was thinking, I've got these beautiful daffodils that I had die cut. And maybe I would put a wee beautiful flower and something sarcastic. That was what I was thinking. I don't know what it's got to do with the metal, but anyway. I quite like the sort of metal with the pretty flowers, and then a bit of a sarcastic mood. So I've got my sarky chit chat things, these Tim Holtz ones. I wondered about... I just rescued some wine. It was trapped in a bottle. That seems very applicable for this week when I've been out eating and drinking too much. Or my favourite thing to make for dinner is reservations. Maybe I'll do that one. Oh, it's a bit... It's not cut very nice. Wonder if there's one in white. Yeah, it looks a bit near the top as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm not doing that one. The wine looks a bit close to it as well. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe if I trim the bottom bit as well, it could look a bit less weird. We have just got a new recycling bin. So we used to have 3 bins, a little food bin, and a box for the glass recycling. And now we've got 4 bins, a box for the glass and a little food bin. So they've changed the days. Obviously, they've changed what's going in each bin. It's very confusing. And I have to admit, I'm thoroughly enjoying the anger that people have about it on Facebook. It's wild why people get so upset about their bins. But anyway, so they fitted us in with an extra one for our kind of landfill bin this morning. So that's gone. But now we have to separate. We've got one bin that's for all the cardboard and one bin for that's for plastic, tins, metal. So I used to just stick all my recycling in my office bin, but now I'll need to go and take this tin down the stairs and stick it in the right bin, so I don't have to sort that out another time. So let me just glue this on and then I'll decide. I'm hoping the glue is going to work on this. We will find out. So, sorry, I think I just head-butted the camera there. Right, my favourite thing. And so the other thing I had to do was I had to get the calendar out and write down the days, because how I keep track of 3 weekly cycles for the big bins. Oh, it's going to be fun. I think that might be what people were getting themselves all upset about. Right, I'm going to put that on top of the year. And, oh, where's my paperweight gone? Stick that on there. Now, I think I should have some foliage somewhere that I could use. Let me have a wee rummage and see. Is it here? This has got some bits and pieces. Maybe I'm not going to use those daffodils. Maybe I'll use some. I've still got some of these lovely buttony flowers. I have used them on a tag before though, so maybe that's not. Maybe that'll be looking a bit too samey. Here's some little foliage bits, and they're kind of metallic too. So that could work. Work with a theme. Is that another one there? Not metallic, but that's okay. Right, let's, whoops. See if those have kind of stuck down. Get rid of those. So maybe a big. Let's see. Something like that. Yeah, I might just use some red liner tape because I think that might stick better. So maybe if I put some on the back of this with a cat hair caught in it, that's nice, isn't it? Everybody wants a cat hair caught in their flower. And then I could maybe just stick the leaves to the back of the daffodil. Will that work? Let's hope so. Am I even still in the shot? No, another little bit here. I'll do this bit and then I'll not make you watch me do the same again for the up at the top, because that would be a bit boring. So, like so, and then maybe just a little bit of tape that covers these. Okay, so something like that. Right, I'll pause you and I'll do the top. Okay, so here we are. We've got our metal texture. Was that what the prompt was? She says. Goodness. Metallic textures. So I've got my metallic textures from my Pepsi can, and then I've got the pretty florals, and my favourite thing to make for dinner is reservations. I just need to put a wee ribbon or something, don't I? Hang on. Okay, I just saw this and I thought that's kind of metallic-y. I'm guessing it came on a package or something. It's kind of knotted up. So if I can unpick this. Right, let's see if I can poke this through. There we go. So another, does that count as another metallic texture? Let's hope so. I might do that again just. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed. And please check out Shirley and Sabine, whose challenges this tag is for. So that is for the Tag Tuesday by Shirley and the Save Me From The Bin for the tin can by Sabine. And you'll find, just a reminder, you'll find all of their links in the description box below. And yeah, I look forward to having a wee chat with you in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye now.